I'm Sandra Lupo. I'm the inventor of the Conetastic Cone Mandrel toolset, and I'm here with Dreamtime Creations to show you videos of technique, design, and the possibilities for my Conetastic Cone Mandrels. I have it in my hand here. It comes with a holder, which is also the storage for the mandrels, cone shapes, that are inside. There are 3 of them: medium, small, and the large, and there is a hex wrench that allows you to insert any of these cone mandrels into the base. I'll choose the large. As you can see, there is a hole that's the guide hole for the wire, secures the wire, and the stem has a flat part. Line it up with the set screw. Take the hex wrench and install it into the set screw. Just give it a turn, usually about a quarter turn clockwise. The wire I'm going to be using is an 18 gauge artistic wire in the rose gold color, and what I'm doing is inserting that wire into the guide hole, which will take down to 12 gauge wire, by the way, and I'm going to begin to create coils or rounds of wire. Now what I'd like to do is use this wire as a housing for a Swarovski crystal Artemis bead that I will show you shortly as soon as I've finished my winding. In this case, for this design, I'm going to be working with this open rounded coil so that you can see the color and the sparkle of the Swarovski bead inside. When I get to the tip, I simply take the back of a flush cutter and trim away the spool of wire. No need to cut wire ahead. You can work directly from the spool and save yourself some wire. I'm taking a chain nose pliers or bent nose and just compressing the end of the wire so that you don't feel it and it doesn't create a pokey or pinchy feeling. And then I remove with the flush cutter the cone from the base to create this coil. I have a few here. Let me show you how I would assemble this as an earring. First, I'm going to take a head pin. I'll take a 6mm bicone crystal. That would be my base bead. I'll thread on the coil. I'm going to trim this just a little bit so it might be a little bit more snug fit on the crystal. Next is the blue denim Artemis crystal. I'm going to compress that a little bit, top it with a rondelle in topaz, and then another Swarovski bicone in a 6mm. Here you have it. To assemble it as an earring, I simply take my chain nose pliers and create a simple loop, which I can do for you. Add a beadle-on silver color ear wire to it, and I have the first of my pair of cone and Artemis earrings. I've done up some of the open cones already, so it's just a matter of assembling the crystals and putting it all together for this fun look. Simple, easy, economical, and conical. Next, I'd like to show you how to use the mid-size cone, and in this case I'm going to use the artistic wire 20 gauge olive green, and I have already pre-coiled 7 inches of a 28 or 26 silver color artistic wire. I want to create a more complex housing. Add the pre-made coil to your core wire. That core wire should always be thicker than the gauge wire you use on the coil. And now what I will do is what I did before. Place the core wire into the guide hole and begin my rounding. Take the coil that is on here and push it over the top. Engage it onto the wire, the core wire, and then continue with a gentle motion. Continue to wrap around the cone mandrel, creating that very conical shape. Snip it away to release the extra coil. I like to see the core wire color at the bottom and at the top. The sample I like to show you, which has chain as a tassel, would be something similar to this design right here. Or just one larger chain with a Swarovski fish pendant hanging. 3 mandrels, 1 holder, hex wrench, and lots of fun making cones for earrings, pendants, and other designs.